Question 8. Guess the number. Write a script where the computer picks a number between 1 and 20. The user keeps guessing until they get it right. Ooh, this is a good one. After each guess, print too low or too high. Right, now, at this point, I'm going to introduce you to our second loop construct, which is called the while loop. Now, I might have mentioned this already, but I'm not a huge fan of while loops because they get me into trouble. However, I think in this case, a while loop would be a really great way to solve this problem. Okay, let's think about it. Question number 8. Right, so first of all, I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 20. Okay, that's great. So pick a number between 1 and 20. Okay, now we haven't come across imports yet. I think we did import math in the first week. So I'm going to use a library in Python that is not preloaded. So it does exist in your code base, but I need to import it. I'm going to import random. And there's a couple of ways I can do this. Let's just get that number out first. So random int, I'm going to call that. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this random module that I've imported, random, and I know that on the random module there is a method called rand int. Okay, and if I do 20 in there, it should pick a number between 1 and 20. I think it will also pick 0. That's okay for now. Let me just run it. Okay. And I've got an error. What does it say? Oh, missing one required position. So I do need to do between 1 and 20. There we go. It's giving me 30. Oh, that's unlucky, isn't it? I hope you're not superstitious. Okay, so I can generate a random number. If I keep doing it, you can see I get lots and lots of different random numbers. Did it ever give me a 20? Yes, it did give me a 20, so it will go to 20 as well. I've seen a 1 in there as well, so I know it's going to do that right. Okay, brilliant. Now the game is, I want to ask the user for a guess. Okay, so guess. Okay, and I need to do this in a way that it keeps asking me until I get it right. Here comes the while loop. While. Now I could just put a colon here, I'm pretty sure. No. I think I do while true. Okay. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a placeholder variable for my guess. I'm just going, now I need to make sure that whatever I store in here can't be between 1 and 20. Okay, otherwise I might accidentally guess it before I even start. So I'm just going to use a none variable. Now that's fine. Okay, that just means that Python knows that nothing is stored in that variable. Okay, here comes my while function, my while loop. So the way I'm going to use this while loop, I'm going to write the word while, then I'm going to give it a conditional statement. Okay, and I'm going to say while I haven't got the right number, So while guess is not equal to random int. Okay, and I think we've come across this a couple of times, but anything where you have an exclamation mark and an equals, instead of equals equals when you're comparing things, that means it's not equal to. Okay, so while guess is not equal to random int, I'm going to ask the user for a guess, and I'm going to update my guess variable with whatever they input. Don't forget, I'm going to ask for an integer, so I'm going to convert it to an integer first. Input, please guess the number between 1 and 20. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to get the guess, and then okay, and I need to go back and read the question now to remember what I'm doing. Okay. After each guess, print too low or too high, and that's good because it will let the user kind of zone in on what they need to guess, right? Okay, so if the guess is bigger than random int, I need to print too high. And elif guess is less than random int, print too low. And what, because we're in a while loop here, if guess is not random int, it will keep going. Okay, so it'll ask the, so let's just go through this line by line, right? I've got a random number and defined that, stored that in random int. I've set up an empty guess variable. I've started a while loop, and because my initial guess has got none in it, it's not equal to random int. So this is true. So I'm going to do the next line, and I'm going to ask the user to input a number between 1 and 20. Okay, once I've got that number, I'm going to compare it to my random int. If it's too big, I'll say too high. If it's too low, I'll say too low. And then I'll go around again. That's what the while does, right? It'll ask me for another number. Okay, now there's only one other possibility here, and that is I've got the number correct. So if that happens, I will jump out of this while loop because this statement is not true, so it won't do it anymore. Okay, and at that point, I just need to print, well done, excellent guess. The number is random int, and I need to put my f in there for an f string. Full stop there. Now let's see what happens if I run this. Okay, let's guess a number. Let's go mid-table, 10. Too high, so let's go 5. Too low, maybe 7. Too low, 8 then. It must be a 9 then. Yes, okay. Job done. And that is the while. Now, you can see there was a bit of extra thinking to be done here when dealing with whiles. So, just be very, very careful when you use them, because if I've done something silly, like asked or compared numbers to ranges beyond here, it may well have looped forever. Okay, or for example, if I did this, if I got this wrong, okay, I could end up in an infinite loop. 10, too high, so I'll go lower. 5, too high. 1, too high. Yeah, that's no good, is it? So if you make a mistake while using a while, that can cause a bit of pain. So just be very careful when you're using them. Okay. Right. I'm going to let you take care of the remaining challenges in the workshop this week. Any problems, let me know.